Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is Naaman with the DC Camp Rancher Great Millstone, back for another video. But first and foremost, call all Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kahakwadash. Once again, double honor, squad of the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, who deserve double honors. Alright, I'd like to send salutations to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways. I'm trying to hold on here. Alright, they're out there on the highways and byways pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Alright, while we're still trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully elect. Alright, so here we are, and this is one of these videos that you got these whining ass Edomites in South Africa. They're trying to push, well, Musk is behind this, so you should know by now, I'm sure you've heard by now, that people over there are like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this is a means for him, and I know in some of my videos I have stated that, you know, bringing all the Northern Kingdom over here was just a smokescreen, you know, for them to do, or to hide rather. But they're not hiding it, as it turns out. They're telling you that they want more of them here than more of us. Alright, and that's always been the case. But I mean, like I said, it's out in the open now. And they're to the point now where seeing the so-called white man, especially here in America, trying to reassert himself. He feels that he's been, and notice that's the operative word here, he feels, all right, that he's being left behind. Poor thing. All right. And you have these code words like, or phrases rather, like DEI, which has just become another word for, you know, like thug, you know, just to disguise their true feelings. What they really want to say is, you know, nigger. And they're even saying that more openly nowadays. I mean, these are some really, when you look at it, some pitiful people. All right, but we're going to go ahead and go into this video. Once again, this is Seji Hito, his site. You know, and I use this. And now that I said that, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Because I am not, nor do I intend to, use this, you know, for profit. This is the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, back to these pieces of shit that we'll be discussing in this video. Here it is in South Africa. I don't know if a lot of you were, you know, alive back then. You didn't have to be, but the thing was, they had this, oh man, a bit, Desmond Tutu with the Catholic Church, and they had organized this thing what they call the reconciliation, was it a council or whatever have you, and what it more or less said that, you know, they forgave, have you heard that before? They forgave these pieces of shit over there, the Dutch, the Boers, the Edomites, for all the shit that they had done. Wow. Alright. As far as the atrocities committed against them. Despite them owning basically everything, especially as far as the land. You know, and you have this piece of shit come over here, Musk, because that's where he was reared. Alright. And telling this lie that they're being so oppressed over there, and you know, and like I said, you know, the people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? So clearly, and then you have Trump in his speech talking about, yeah, they're really treated very badly and all this shit, you know. But yet, again, that's over there. Over here, you know, Jake can't get shit. But let's go ahead and roll the video.
I am Thierry Wessels. President Trump, I see a lot of liberals wants to tell you what's going on in South Africa. Well, on the ground level, our situation is dismal. And yes, you're correct in assuming that South Africa is a failed state. We are experiencing a war-like situation with more than 22,000 people being murdered each year. Hundreds of thousands of people being the victims of serious crime each year. Thousands of our people and children are being murdered and on a daily basis. I'm a boer and farmer, and since the ANC came into power, thousands...
The R word, let's build it up even more. You know, that should get the attention to every Edomite, especially since they always played that card.
Of white farmers were murdered and tortured on farms. This being actively encouraged by the ANC and even more corrupt EFF. They have more than 100 discriminatory laws against us, and Ramaphosa's friendly message to the West and outside world differs vastly from his message locally. People are dying in state hospital hallways, waiting for days to be admitted for standard procedures. All this while the ANC cadre steals the money which is supposed to go to the needy. All state institutions are failing, and the woke and liberal DA are the ones signing the expropriation law into power, since they are part of the ANC-led government. The situation is so bad currently that if a loved one doesn't answer the phone, you're immediately worried. What could have happened to them? The woke liberals and the ANC is trying to pay...
Wait a minute now. So, and this goes to, scriptures talking about how this piece of shit, he's incapable of both empathy and sympathy. All right, it's an act. All right, it tells you that in Psalms 58. Now, let's get that real quick, because these people are psychopaths. All right, they're born this way, and that's why I like to always use this. Always like to use this scripture here. There is no redeemable qualities, all right, for an Edomite, and this is why. It says, "Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." All right, and with their lies and deceit, all right, their guile. It says the wicked, verse 3, the wicked are estranged from the womb, which, what did I just say? They are born this way. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear. All right, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming ever so wisely. All right. I'll come back to that, but let's continue on. You would think, hey, you are doing this to these people for all these years, decades. I'm trying to remember when they first settled that. Was it the 1700s? Let's see. The Boer Wars were the 1890s, I believe. Boer just means farmers. They went against the British. But let's see. Dutch. South Africa. Let's see, I remember. Let's see. Even before Shaka Zulu, I think. Let's see. Dutch Cape Colony. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, East India Company. So it's centered on the Cape of Good Hope, from where it derived its name. The original colony and the successive states that the colony was incorporated into occupied much of modern South Africa. Between 1652, and 1691, it was a commandment, and between 1691 and 1795, a governorate of the VOC. Jan van Riebeek established the colony as a resupply and layover port for vessels of the VOC trading with Asia. Alright, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Let's see. As the only permanent settlement of the Dutch United East India Company. Let's see. Alright, damn. The Huguenots, in France to practice Protestant worship. We'll come back to this, but just to give you, established a magistracy of Swellendam in 1745 and another in Graaf Renard. Alright, blah, 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 blah. In 1795, after the Battle of Muizenberg in present-day Cape Town, the British occupied the colony. Under the terms of the Peace of Amiens of 1802, Britain ceded the colony back to the Dutch on 1 March 1803. But as the Batavian Republic had since nationalized the United East India Company in 1796, the colony came under the direct rule of The Hague. Dutch control did not last long, however, as the outbreak of the Napoleonic Wars invalidated the peace of, so it was back and forth between the Dutch, the British, then The Hague, then back to the Dutch, and then the British. That's why you had the Boer Wars back in the late 1890s. All right, so regardless, a bunch of Edomites battling over, again, something that's not theirs. All right, continuing on.
The woke liberals and the ANC is trying to paint a rosy picture, but if you want our help in your investigation, we will show you the reality on ground level. We already gathered 50,000 signatures in 2 days in support of this message of us, and it is to be handed over in a huge gathering by our fellow patriots and Boers Saturday the 15th of February at the US Embassy in Pretoria. This gathering is organized by myself and fellow Afrikaner Willem Petzer. We sincerely hope this message will reach you, and we want to thank the international community for your continued support. We're going to need you in this. Thank you very much.
Hot day in South Africa, and Donald Trump has just come on air to say that he has seen the terrible things going on in South Africa. I live here, and I haven't really seen the terrible things he speaks about. I'm continually amazed at the disinformation that this man sends. I'm amazed that anyone would believe him. We in South Africa are laughing. We honestly are. But what worries me most is that you Americans seem to believe him.
There you go.
Even statements about your own country, you believe that he's doing the best thing. I feel very sad for you and very down. I hope you can get this man out one way or the other.
So this is the first time I'll be speaking on this app now. It relates to Donald Trump's utterances directed at South Africa. I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing the Trump tweets, and a lot of young people on this app has been joking about it. This is actually a serious matter. Donald Trump is undermining us as a country, he's undermining our democratic processes. And then you also have AfriForum on the one hand, entertained by Trump's tweets, and sort of it's like a confidence booster for them, because they're always looking out for the white minorities' interests. And personally, I feel like AfriForum should be dealt with. They are undermining us also as a country. Parliament passes laws, Parliament passes acts democratically. If an act or a law is unconstitutional, they should approach the courts. They shouldn't be entertaining Trump.
Hey, lovely people, and particularly a quick word to my American friends who might be tempted to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa, my home country, where I happen to be right now. Him and Elon Musk are racist twats who have no idea what they're talking about, because what they're doing is taking the word of a fringe racist group called AfriForum and other disaffected whites.
AfriForum, let's look that up. I imagine it's something that, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to Let's just look that up. All right. AfriForum is a South African non-governmental organization which mainly focuses on the interests of Afrikaners, the Dutch settlers, a subgroup of the country's white population. Subgroup. AfriForum has been described as a white nationalist, alt-right, and Afrikaner national group, though this description is rejected by the organization, of course, who refer to themselves as a civil rights group. So they're the victims. Isn't this always the way? Letting you know also that these are all Edomites. They practice this wherever they go, whether it's over there in Israel, wherever. All right. Established in 2006 to encourage the re-engagement of Afrikaners in the public sphere, it is closely affiliated with the Solidarity Trade Union and has attracted significant controversy because of a statement by its leader, Callie Creel, that apartheid was not a crime against humanity. A court ruled that Creel did not justify apartheid or align himself with the racially discriminatory policies of the past. He unequivocally stated that apartheid was wrong because it was a system that infringed upon the dignity of people. And it gives you your history and all that, you know. We just went over that. Conservative. Criticism and controversies. AfriForum is often accused of advancing the white genocide conspiracy theory due to the group's unsubstantiated claims that white South, again the victims, white South Africans are being specifically targeted in farm attacks. The organization, I believe that the late, where was he? It wasn't South Africa, but it was, where was it? Oh man, no. Because there was one so-called African president that gave motherfuckers hell. I mean, he died a little while ago. But where was it? I can't think of it, but they did have instances of this going on there because people were tired. They, you know, here it is, you got this little, but it wasn't in South Africa. It was, oh man, where was it? Damn. Hold on. Let's see. Not Rhodesia. Damn, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. Because a lot of those countries, you know, changed their names once they got independent. Damn it. Famous. Let's just say infamous. That might pull it up. To them, anyway. To Edomites, the 5 worst. Let's see. This is 2022. The 5 worst. Here he is, the first one down. Guinea. Let's see. You know, we're trying to see it over. Damn it. Teodoro. I'm not going to even try. He was ruled in the 79 in a bloody coup d'etat. Let's see. Is it going to say anything about that? Shit. Let's see. It was Zimbabwe. That's what it was. Zimbabwe. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Because I think this is the one that Elton John made the comment about him being because of what was happening. I think Israel was trying to, you had some special forces people go down and try to help out because, you know, they were taking the land back. They were saying, fuck this shit. I'm going to see if they're going to, let's see. I'll not step down. He's seeking later. It doesn't mention, let's see. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Of course, yeah. Because a lot of this you have to understand. They never wanted them to, you know, the outside world to know that they were getting their asses kicked. But let's continue on. Back to the video.
Disgruntled by the end of apartheid, feeling hard done by, and much like the Israelis, victimizing themselves when they are not victims at all.
Yeah.
About how, you know, land redistribution is racist against whites. These are such ignorant provocateurs, and it's going to backfire on them. South Africans' majority, the black majority, and it's a multiracial, multi-tribal society now,